Hey, this is Danny Bird.
Hey, this is Boo.
Hey guys, a little sound here.
Hey yo, you know it is. It's your boy X-Man. You're locked into Drum and Bass Radio.
This is Mosey.
This is
SOLAH.
This is DJ Hype. You're listening to the great Laurie Charlesworth on Drum and Bass Radio. Keep it locked.
Hello you. Yes, this is episode 60 of Drum and Bass Radio with me, Laurie Charlesworth, and yes, you're right, we have loads of amazing drum and bass incoming. How did you know? Welcome back to the show, everybody. Today is going to be such a special episode. I am beyond excited to have DJ Hazard incoming very, very soon. Go follow us, tag us in your stories if you are feeling the vibes, and get your raving booties on, because trust me, we're going in today. There's no messing about, and I mean it. Kicking off with Mollie Collins and GLXY, this is Shut It Down.
We're gonna shut it down, down, down. We're gonna shut it down. System at the ready, turn the beats up loud. Can you hear me now? Ravers, are you ready? Do you feel that sound? We're gonna shut it down. System at the ready, turn the beats up loud. Can you hear me now? Ravers, are you ready? Do you feel that sound? Going crazy for this rhythm, I can feel it in my system. Like a new life has been given, like I'm Haiti on a mission. We can run this town, we can shut it down. Got the crowd eating on the palm of our hands now. If you want it hot and heavy, dark and dirty, getting sweaty, let me see you make a signal, get those gun fingers ready. Never do it, let's all got that BD energy. You're fucking with the lips and the G, Mollie. We're gonna shut it down. System at the ready, turn the beats up loud. Can you hear me now? Ravers, are you ready? Do you feel that sound? We're gonna shut it down. System at the ready, turn the beats up loud. Can you hear me now? Ravers, are you ready? Do you feel that sound? We're gonna shut it down, 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 down. Oh, we're gonna shut it down. We're gonna shut it down, 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 down. Can you hear me now? We're gonna shut it down, 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 down. Oh, we're gonna shut it down, 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 down. From the UK to NZ, we're part of the scene. The fast drums, the deep bass, we're living the dream. Playing these shows where the beat goes, we follow. Family grows as we lead like Apollo. Oh, we worship the sound. Oh, we are loyal and proud. From the charts to the underground. If you're with me, let me hear you now. We're gonna shut it down. System at the ready, turn the beats up loud. Can you hear me now? Ravers, are you ready? Do you feel that sound? We're gonna shut it down. System at the ready, turn the beats up loud. Can you hear me now? Ravers, are you ready? Do you feel that sound? We're gonna shut it down, 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 down. Oh, we're gonna shut it down. We're gonna shut it down, down, down. Oh, feel me now. We're gonna shut it down, down, down. Oh, shut it down. We're gonna shut it down, down, down.
Yes, Mollie Collins and the extremely wonderful GLXY with Shut It Down. Oh gosh, yes, welcome back people. It's Laurie here, how you doing? Now today's show is a very special episode of Drum and Bass Radio. For me on a personal level, but for so many people that have been so excited to hear Scott himself, DJ Hazard, on the show. Now the man never ever ever does interviews, well, rarely at least, so this is massive. Also on the menu today we have loads of incredible music from the likes of Wilkinson, P Money, Whiny, GLXY, Funktional, SOLAH and so much more. It's gonna be an absolute beast. Get ready for it. I hope you're good and life is treating you well. Life is treating me well, and I'll tell you why. We have just announced our absolutely massive D&B All-Stars Festival. and it is quite literally the biggest lineup I've ever seen. Sunday, 17th of September in Gunnersbury Park in London. If you haven't got your tickets yet, don't be silly, get on it and come and join us. Make sure to follow us if you haven't done it already, and if you enjoy the episode today, it gets you up, it gets you dancing, it makes you feel good, then feel free to spread the love of D&B Radio far and wide. Why not, eh? Okay, this is it. Shall we do it? Let's do it. Incoming next, Vibes again. This is an absolute beast. You are not ready. I wasn't ready, but let's do it. This is Bass Drop.
The bass drop, and the bass don't stop. Ooh, the bass drop, and the bass don't stop. Ooh, the bass drop, and the bass don't stop. Stop, 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 Ooh, the bass drop, and the bass don't stop. Stop, stop, stop. Ooh, the bass drop, and the bass don't stop. Stop, stop, stop. Ooh, the bass drop, and the bass don't stop. Stop, stop. Ooh, the bass drop, and the bass don't stop. Stop, stop, stop.
Join our crew and stay up to date by hitting the follow button so you can keep up to date with every episode and be notified when the next episode is released.
I think she's looking my way, oh this one's a lot. Bet she gonna run to my spot. Looking at me sideways, place about to drop. Now she heading this way, cherry on top. I think she's looking my way, oh this one's a lot. Bet she gonna run to my spot. Looking at me sideways, guess I done it my way. Now she gonna run to my spot. Yo, something in my wallet, so they're catting in my ear hole. I ain't really bothered cause this girl is getting near. The night is like a film now, guess I am the hero. Looking in her eyes, is it on? It appears so. Like a bitch, she thinks that I'm a weirdo. I am, and it's clear. She's a baddie town from Rio de Janeiro. Clicking into gear now, nothing else to fear. We can let the universe decide and disappear. And if we start to fall in love in the dark, in the sunrise we part, I'm fine with how this started. And if spot. Looking at me sideways, place about to drop. Now she heading this way, cherry on top. I think she's looking my way, oh this one's a lot. Bet she gonna run to my spot. Looking at me sideways, guess I done it my way. Now she gonna run to my spot. And we say that time we spent was gold. 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 Think she looking my way, oh this one's a lot. Bet she gonna run to my spot. Yo, looking at me sideways, guess I done it my way. Now she gonna run to my spot. Yo, something in my wallet, so they're counting in my ear hole. I ain't really bothered cause this girl is getting near. The night is like a film now, guess I am the hero. Looking in her eyes, is it on? It appears so. Like a bitch, she thinks that I'm a weirdo. I am, and it's clear. She's a baddie down from Rio de Janeiro. Clicking into gear now, nothing else to fear. We can let the universe decide and disappear. And if we start to fall in love in the dark, in the sunrise we part. I'm fine with how this started. I'm fine with how we did this. Cool with how it went down. It's blessed, don't get it twisted. That time we spent was gold. 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 That time we spent was gold.
Alchemist, an example with gold. Example is loving the drums at the minute. He loves it. He's getting involved. He recently had that collab out as well with P Money and Winey. It went off. So yeah, it's good to see. Now we always start the show off with that big energy, which means obviously we have the new Wilkinson up next. Now Wilkinson has expressed on Instagram that this is a start of a new chapter and project for the man himself, which is interesting. What's incoming? I guess we'll find out very soon. In the meantime, lots of beautiful vocals incoming on this one. I hope it brings you all of the vibes that you need today. All right, let's do this. This is Infinity.
Hey, this is Charlie T, and you're listening to Drum and Bass Radio.
Holding on together. Cease tonight, 'cause nothing lasts forever. I'll pick you up, don't let me down. Whenever you're lost, just turn around. I got you, you got me. When my heart needs a remedy, you're right there in front of me. In your eyes, there's infinity. When my heart needs a remedy, you're right there in front of me. In your eyes, there's infinity. I'll pick you up, tryna let me down. Whenever you're lost, just turn around. I got you, you got me. When my heart needs a remedy, you're right there in front of me. In your eyes, there's infinity. When my heart needs a remedy, you're right there in front of me. In your eyes, there's infinity. Needs a remedy, you're right there in front of me. In your eyes, there's infinity. When my heart needs a remedy, you're right there in front of me. In your eyes, there's infinity.
Please make sure to hit that follow button to stay updated on our latest episodes.
Yeah, daddy went around, so I used to play up. I was a robber trying to blend in as a raver. I still did things when I didn't want to take part. Just trying to see my dough rise like a baker. In this city, there's no love for your neighbor. The postcode war used to be major. I could have been in jail or a graveyard. This kind of mad, but music really was my savior. Yeah. They listen to me rap and know it's not a game. I'm ashamed, I used to be a robber and popping chains. It weren't about being a gangster, was about the pain of seeing your mum struggle just to buy you clothes and games. Just trying to make some money, hurting people weren't the aim. Being a bad boy is just someone in fear of your ways. They put that shit on TV and it's stuck inside our brain. Then we go do what we just saw and they call us insane.
Then we go do what we just see and have to bust a case. Man, I'm busting movements round the road to get P just in case. My family couldn't support cause we're in tougher days. But how you gonna handle all this guilt when trying to stuff a plate? Though I've made a few mistakes and I have made it to rock bottom. Had to switch up what my aim was and then really start to blossom. So don't ever throw no tarnish on my name cause I really ain't bothered. Man, I come through like Catherine Tate from the council estate, but I'm living at Boris. Daddy went around, so I used to play up. I was a robber trying to blend in as a raver. I still did things when I didn't want to take part. Just trying to see my dough rise like a baker. In the city, there's no love for your neighbor. The postcode war used to be major. I could have been in jail or a graveyard. It's kinda mad, but music really was my savior.
Daddy went around, so I used to play up. I was a robber trying to blend in as a raver. I still did things when I didn't want to take part. Just trying to see my dough rise like a baker. In the city, there's no love for your neighbor. The postcode war used to be major. I could have been in jail or a graveyard. It's kinda mad, but music really was my savior. I don't do birthdays when I was young, they didn't go too well. You can ask my mum, I spent my 16th one inside a cell. Flipping hell, that's what it felt like cause no one tried to help. Police were right to get me, they charged me and dropped everyone else. 6 months on tag and summer playing with my mental health. Didn't even do what they were saying, I just didn't tell. Mother sticking by me taught me about values and family wealth. I stopped blaming others once I realized I went by myself. Stop for a second, try to picture me. Early teens, fighting a broken system that's blaming me. You should see how many others are living just like me. Can't believe I was in court during my GCSEs. They shut the youth clubs, no more social spots, we roam the streets. I see them lock up people that I knew and throw the key. Real struggles, people fighting just for things to eat. Ain't many vegans in the hood cause all they know is beer. Daddy went around, so I used to play up. I was a robber trying to blend in as a raver. I still did things when I didn't want to take part. Just trying to see my dough rise like a baker. In this city, there's no love for your neighbor. The postcode war used to be major. I could have been in jail or a graveyard. It's kinda mad, but music really was my savior. Daddy went around, so I used to play up. I was a robber trying to blend in as a raver. I still did things when I didn't want to take part. Just trying to see my dough rise like a baker. In this city, there's no love
P-Money, Whiny and Wiser. What a collab. We enjoy it a lot. Okay, it's that special time once again. It's time to introduce my next guest on the show. Now, this guy is praised endlessly as one of the greatest producers in drum and bass, particularly in the underground D&B scene. Hailing from Birmingham, he started off making tunes on DJ SS's Formation Records, quickly to be picked up by DJ Hype, resulting in such a famous and long-standing affiliation with the legendary Players Recordings. He is responsible for one of the most well-known D&B tunes of all time, Mr. Happy, and although he stands as one of the scene's most loved and respected producers, he is simultaneously an artist who stays out of the limelight. He doesn't like it, which is why today is so bloody special. I somehow managed to blag my way up to his house in the Midlands, where we sat in his front room and had a really, really good chat. It was great to see him. He's such a funny, lovely character. So yeah, introducing DJ Hazard on Drum and Bass Radio. Enjoy. Hello, Hazard.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm alright.
Yeah?
I'm good.
This is quite a special occasion for many reasons. First of all, you've actually been brave enough to let me in your home.
It's not
You're
my
beautiful.
House, I borrowed it.
Yeah. Secondly, obviously, I've been trying to do this for a long, long time.
What? Get in my house?
Yeah, get in your house. And you finally caved. But no, interview you properly. I've been trying to do it for ages, haven't I? And you finally said yes to me. And also, I feel like you don't ever really do recorded or visual interviews often. So this is a bit of a special thing today.
Well, yeah, I don't like leaving the house for one. I only leave the house when I have to.
Yeah.
And I don't like the limelight, so this is me getting limelight.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
I like it. So let's start with a little check-in. I want to know about you, Scott. Life for you right now. How are you? What have you been up to?
I'm actually really good. I've been in the studio every day for 3 months.
Every single day?
Yeah, every day, 3 months. From when you wake up to when you go to sleep. Just constantly on it. Just trying to get stuff done because it needs to get done. And I had problems in the studio for the last 8 years since I moved here. Sorted all the problems out, and now everything I'm making is working. So I'm really good at the moment.
That's good. That's good. Lots of tunes.
Loads
of tunes incoming.
Yeah, loads.
I think there'll be a lot of people happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that.
I'm the happiest.
Yeah. So talk to me about like Hazardous Material and everything that's going on with that.
Started the Hazardous Material label so I could put more of my own stuff out. It's to give myself a kick up the arse to get tunes out. And also I was going to be doing the collabs. I've been having people in the studio. Excuse me. And the collab will eventually be coming out on Hazardous Material.
Wicked. As an album or like
no,
just
separate.
Really?
So
Sweet. Okay.
I want to promote the artist who's doing the collab with me. I want them to get some attention rather than just throw them all on an album and it's just a mismatch of like everyone. I want each tune's got to be good, you know what I mean? Or it's not coming out. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going well. Doing the dub packs as well because people asked for all the older stuff that I wasn't going to release.
Yeah.
And just putting it on there, and people seem to be loving it. So it's all good. Yeah, it's all good.
Good. So when you've got obviously you've had loads of people in the studio. I was jealous, Scott. I was jealous. I want it to come down. So how do you like run with that? Say if the tune isn't very good or you're not happy with it.
Oh, I'll make it good.
How do you deal? Would you like work with them on it in that moment, or would you say after it's not that good, I'm going to edit it? Or
when I first got them in there, that was just to create the samples because there's another rule as well. There ain't no sample packs allowed in my studio, unless it's mine or theirs.
Oh, interesting.
So all them sounds have to be made there. You take the sounds home, you process them, start a little tune, send it back, and I'll jump on it and then send it back to you. So it's a proper tune. It's properly something created from nothing, rather than what a lot of kids do these days is they use sample packs, which is all good and well.
Yeah.
But there's another way how to do things, and you can make all them samples yourself, and it's not hard.
Yeah.
So it's just a way of showing people. There's loads of different ways of making music, whichever way you choose. I like to create stuff from scratch. But if you ain't experienced enough to do that yet, then obviously you need to use a sample pack, which I'll be doing as well, a sample pack for the kids who can't make their own stuff yet, and that'll be coming on the store soon as well.
Cool.
Advertisement.
All right, so we're going to get into track number 1. So I've asked you to pick 4 tunes, and the first tune is your track, a track of yours, Scott. What have you gone for and why?
I can't remember. Which one was first? We went for the Watcher.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
And you know why?
Why?
Because it's out this Friday.
Yeah!
Stabby intro, jungly type of drop.
Yeah.
Bit of a moody tune.
Is this a tune that's like recently made? Because I know.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. This is one of the new things. I probably made it in January.
Yeah.
But this is how the studio's working now. I'm literally going and making a tune. Bam! It's ready.
Yeah.
It's like 3 days. The tune's done. Where it used to take me like 3 months on a tune, and now it's 3 days. The tune's done. Out. Sent it out. I deleted the mailing list off the label, so I ain't sending tunes out to people. The only people who are going to get the stuff is people who I personally choose, because I think music's a bit it's a bit washed out at the moment, if you know what I mean, where everybody's got access to everything, and it's not like how it used to be when it was fun, where you could hear a tune but you couldn't get hold of it, you know what I mean? And I just send it to a few DJs. I don't even send it to all of them, it's just a few of them. Like, right, you have that one, send this tune to them DJs who I think would play it, just let them play it for a bit, and then a month later it's out. It's as simple as that. The game's totally changed, so you've got to make up your own rules now and just do it any way you want to do it.
Okay, so that was Watchers.
The Watchers.
The Watchers,
yeah.
chosen by DJ Hazard, who is sat next to me.
Burping because I drank too much tea.
Burping because he's drank too much tea. In his house, where he lives in the Midlands.
The Midlands.
So Scott, something that I wanted to do with you, and I know you're up for this, is I'd quite like to get real and talk about some real stuff.
Yeah, let's go.
We spoke a little bit earlier. So yeah, I wanted to dig a little bit deeper with you. I feel like you're very observant. Like, I feel like you're always just kind of taking note of things around you and like taking things in. That's one of the things I've observed about you. What are your most poignant observations or interesting learnings that you've had throughout your career in music / drum and bass?
One of the big ones is a lot of people you thought used to make music and you thought that producer's brilliant, never made their own tunes.
Do you think that's more common than people think it is?
A hell of a lot more.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Have you learnt that through kind of collaborating with people how you have recently as well? I don't know, have you maybe invited anyone that's been
No, I learnt this years ago just through people telling me.
Okay.
And I was like heartbroken.
Yeah.
But that music would never have been made if them two people, the engineer and that person in question, never made it. So it's good in one respect, but it was a sad moment.
I spoke about this with Mollie Collins about radio mixes the other day, and it's like, I think a lot of people, we were saying, don't realise how many radio mixes are literally made in Logic and they're not actually mixed together.
Yeah.
And there are young DJs kind of in the same vein as this that are aspiring to do 2-hour Essential Mix-esque mixes that are made by a computer.
Well, this is what I did with my Fabric CD. When I did a Fabric CD, I told them to write on it exactly what I'd done. I had 2 decks at the time. And that was it. I mixed it. But a lot of other people's mix on them Fabric things were computers. And I made it clear that's how I want it to be. This is why I don't do mixes for people as well. 1, I don't own any decks. 2, when I do, I don't want to do it in a computer. I want to mix it live. You know, if I clang, I clang. You know, you'd have to start the whole mix again. So you got to be good. But that's one of the problems with the scene these days. But it's like every single music scene, it's all fake. It's all smoke and mirrors. And it's nice that I don't have to create any smoke and mirrors. I can just do what I'm doing, and that's cool. Everybody else, well, not everybody else, but a lot of people, it's just smoke and mirrors, and it's just tricking everybody into believing they're good at something that they're not actually good at. But it is what it is, and I've got to compete with that. Luckily I can, so... How
do you think, like, up-and-comers can compete with that? Because obviously you're an already established artist.
They can't unless they do all that fake shit themselves. Are we allowed to swear on this?
Yeah, of course you can. Go wild, Scott. Let's do it.
Back here, but you can't compete with that. You have to, like...
Do you think, though, if you went the completely other way and you were so real and just, like, I don't know, authentically...
It'll backfire. This is what I do. I try and keep it real.
Yeah.
Right? And it doesn't win me any popularity contests, but it doesn't also make people look at me in a funny light. I look at these people posting these things on these Instagrams and I know they're not. I know it's all fake and I know they're not that type of person to do that. This is what they feel they have to do now because everybody else is doing it, and I know, say, that person in question, and I think that's not you. Yeah. But then I have to understand that it's not you, but I see why you're doing it. But I just can't do that. Anything composing is real, you know what I mean? Unless I tell you it's a joke, which normally it's a joke.
Yeah, it's a shame. I've spoken to quite a lot of artists that have said that they literally hate social media, like it pains them to post stuff on.
Yeah,
and these are actually the people that I see on there that are so confident and they're giving it this, giving it that, and I'm like, fair play, but they despise it. I hate it that we're all playing this game that actually nobody wants to play.
I've held off for years not playing this game, but even I can see the way marketing and promotion goes now, you have to do it on social media, so I'm doing a little bit of that myself online, but I really don't like it. Yeah, I'd rather just let the music do you talking, but the problem is everybody else is talking on social media, so your music ain't getting heard unless you put it there. That's where they're listening to their music. So I have to do it, even though I don't want to.
Do you think there's any other way to get your music out there apart from just joining in on this game?
I don't know. Not for somebody new to break through. You have to go through whatever channels that the scene has given you at that time, and at this time it's social media. It's one reason I did my own little site as well, so you can come there, listen to my music. You don't have to sift through all of that shit on them record stores, because let's be honest, there's a lot of shit that's being released that shouldn't be released, and people have to sift through that and they get bored. So I don't know, maybe if everybody got their own little site.
You're going to give us the site, you know?
My site.
Little drop.
Yeah, I'll remember it in a minute.
We look forward to that in a sec.
I'll remember it. shop.hazardousmaterial.co.uk.
There you go. Show him the jumper again.
I ain't got the website. It's a
There you go.
bit fluffy.
Need one with the website on it next time.
Yeah.
Any other interesting observations over the years? Anything that you kind of looked at, or like maybe you've observed at a rave or something?
No, I tell you what, I have been noticing. There's a lot of DJs using the sync button.
Yeah.
I've been coming on after a lot of DJs and having to call them back and say, turn that sync button off because I don't know how to turn it off. And it's like, what I don't get though is it's so easy to mix these days. It's not like the binary days. You've got the BPMs at the top. There's nothing you can do about that. I can just look at it and say, right, that tune's in time. So why do they need to press the sync button? That's what I don't get. Because it's that easy not to press it, and it just makes you look like a dickhead if you're pressing the sync button.
I feel like everyone's a bit scared to mess up or show any sort of realism.
I think you've just got to be yourself, do you, right? Stop trying to be like this next big DJ or just do you. You don't have to be the best. You've just got to be the best you, and that's all you can do. You know what I mean?
Scott, let's get into track number 2.
Oh yeah, got 2
We've
tracks.
asked you to pick another track of yours. What have you gone for and why? Do you remember this one? Peanuts.
And because it was out last week and I need to make more sales.
Boom. Done. Okay, so that was DJ Hazard.
That was me.
With Peanuts.
Peanuts.
Which came out recently.
Don't Google it.
So this next little bit, Scott, I know you can see you're reading my iPad
I
before.
can't read
Okay, brilliant.
Especially not
upside down.
I'm old now. Yeah, it's upside down. And it's tiny. I can't read any of it. I'm just pretending to look that way.
Okay, good. So I feel like it would be a wasted opportunity for me to interview you and not kind of dig a little bit deeper in your production, as we've had a lot. I mean, more so than probably ever before, people ask questions about your production, and I don't want you to give away any magic, because I know that's, you know, you're about to say...
give away all the magic.
All right, let's give away the magic then.
They want to know the secret.
They want to know
what
the
it
secret.
is. I just make it up as I go along, and you do something different every time.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, I'm hearing people with the same dusty beats in their tunes from 10 years ago. Stop it. Just make a new one, you know, every single track. And just keep doing new things, and eventually someone might notice.
Yeah.
It's there's no secret to it at all.
Yeah.
Wing it.
Wing it. I feel like everyone's winging it a little bit.
You have to.
Yeah.
We don't know what we're doing. Well, I don't anyway.
I
Some
don't
people
either.
pretend they do.
So I've just got a little quick fire question round about your production. So I don't think a lot of these necessarily need a long answer, but I feel like some of them will help other producers on their journey. Are you up for this?
Go on.
Okay, so number one is, how many unusable / bad tracks are there to every banger?
Well, there used to be a lot.
Yeah.
But lately, every single track I've
Are you
done, all
happy?
12 of them that I've done in the 3 months, have worked.
Is that with no other tunes in between?
No other tunes in between,
Wow.
and it's surprising.
You've peaked,
I don't know why. Yeah, I haven't worked that out. But I've done 12 tunes in a row that have all worked. Yeah, the last, I don't know, 10 years, there's probably more bad ones than good ones.
Yeah.
More failures. I mean, I went in the studio last year, I think for 3 months. Not one single tune came out of it.
Yeah.
I've already done 12 new ones that no one ain't heard yet. That's on top of the releases that are coming out this week. There's I don't know where it's coming from or how, but I'm not questioning it. I'm just rolling with it.
So you kind of mentioned this earlier, but so what happens when you kind of go to make a track? Do you just kind of get started, or is there like a...
Usually with beats, make some drums, make a fresh set of drums, because obviously they're the backbone of the tune, and just process them until you've got something that you think's good enough, and then you can build on them as you make the tune. Your bass has to fit the beats. If you're using sample packs and you're taking somebody else's beats and somebody else's bass, the chances are they're not going to groove together, and I think that's a key that people miss out. Drum and bass is very stiff. If you groove it slightly, move a couple of snares around and whatnot, you can get a little vibe going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Without, that same track not grooved and the same track that's grooved will sound totally different, even though it's the exact same sounds. So there's a tip.
That's a little tip.
Unquantize.
It's really hard to make good jump up, I think. There's a lot of, people
Shit
making...
jump up lately. Jump up. Woke up.
Woke up, yeah.
Woke up, yeah.
What do you think is the key to good jump up? Let's help people out, because I feel like there's a lot of
making
people...
shit jump up. It's so much shit jump up lately.
But do you think there's
But there's
like
still some
a
good
way of
stuff.
actually making it so, like, I heard someone say once that jump up is like it's like a nursery rhyme,
Yeah.
and that connects to the masses because everyone kind of grows up singing nursery rhymes, so it's more relatable.
It's the sounds, it's the sounds they use. If the sounds you're using to make your new jump up track sounds like a screaming kid or a frog, don't do it. just
Screaming kids
choose
or frogs,
something-
don't
choose
do.
better
Yeah.
sounds to do it with, and actually make them sound. Stop downloading presets off people, and if you do, change the preset up so it's your own. But everybody's got the same noises. It's like, how the fuck can you use the same noise as the next person and think people are going to respect you for your production skills? You know what I mean? So do it a bit of everything you do something in there original, change it always. You know what I mean? Even with automation, move it along. Don't just think you can play a couple of notes and that's fine.
Yeah.
Do some sort of automation and make it move. The tune's alive, you know what I mean? Bring it alive. Stop using frog noises.
Yeah, no more frog noises or screaming children.
Yeah.
I like this one. I'm quite proud of this next one. When you don't know something, do you also watch YouTube tutorials like everybody else?
I watch YouTube every single day.
Love that. It's
I
important.
watch producers who some people would consider less experienced than me, because you're never too big to learn anything.
Love that.
I watch it. That's all I watch now. I don't even watch TV anymore. I watch YouTube for tutorials, but I don't generally watch drum and bass tutorials. They are a bit shit. I watch other types of like classical, how to compose, things like that, just to try and incorporate that into drum and bass sort of thing. But there is, that's all I watch. Tutorials on random stuff, random musics, and try and work that out. Yeah, it's good, man.
That's good to know.
You've got to learn.
I love that. Next one. Ready? Oh yeah, you ready? Tell me a big turning point for you in your production. It sounds like it was quite recently, but you haven't quite figured out how. That's kind of made you go, I get it now.
It's always to do, if it's not right, it doesn't sound right, it's always the room that you're in. And you have to work out, every single room's different. You have to work out where the sound treatment has to go. Hence why my room don't look pretty, but it works for me. Might not work for somebody else. You might go in there and go, this ain't shit. Yeah. But for me, I can hear everything. Everybody's different. I've got old ears. I've got big ears as well, the size of them.
No, they're fine.
All the better for hearing with.
There you go. You've got your ears pierced. Do you want to put my...
I got my ears pierced when I was younger. I had my nose pierced.
Yeah, all the piercings.
I'm a big man now.
Random facts. You said earlier about vocalists.
Oh yeah, they're a fucking pain in the ass. I just can't. I love vocals, right? You wouldn't think it from the music that I've made. Yeah. But there's always a drama with vocalists.
So is that why you don't kind of venture down that path?
No, I still want to.
Yeah.
I've got some tunes with cuppa vocals in. I've had to take off these, I don't know what you call them, sample sites, where I find vocals, because it's easier to deal with them than a vocalist. Vocalists are just drama. Every time I get a vocalist, I've had vocalists, something always happens, right? And the tune never gets done. Yeah. We don't need to go into details, but life gets in the way, and it's just drama. So there's any good vocalists out there? Which camera are we on, that one? Yeah. Any good vocalists out there? Give me a shout.
Give me a shout.
You can't be an idiot.
No idiots.
No idiots.
No idiots.
You can't be a diva.
No divas.
You gotta be good.
Good. I think that's good.
I need some soul. Someone with some
criteria.
soul.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll find you someone.
Yeah.
Can I sing?
Can you sing?
Yeah.
Well, that's the question.
We'll
Can you sing?
have to practice in a bit. Yeah. Okay. Track number 3, Scott. Now, this tune is one of your favourite D&B tunes that's on Spotify.
LTJ Bookham, Demons theme.
Yes. Someone else picked that.
Did they?
Yeah, but you can still have
and the
it.
other one, Music. They're some of my favourite ones that you can just go back to, listen to, and appreciate it for when it was made, obviously all them years ago, and how good it was for that sort of time. Now, when this came out, I wasn't into that sort of drum and bass, but as I got older, I started appreciating more so how the tune was built and how it flows and how good it was. All that old LTJ Bookham stuff, amazing. That's definitely inspiring, that stuff is, yeah.
Okay, so that was music by LTJ Bookham, chosen by DJ Hazard, who, as I've said many times, is sat next to me in his house in the Midlands. We're having a good time, aren't we, Scott?
Yeah.
You've given me 2 cups of tea now, and you fed us. Not yet, he hasn't fed us yet, but you're going to feed us,
You
aren't
get crisps, that's it.
Okay, that's fine. You've got lots of crisps.
Yep.
Okay. So this next little bit is very short.
Are you trying to hurry me up?
And I just want to know what your favourite non-D&B tune is and why, because we're going to play it now on the show.
I think it was, I can't remember pronounce his name properly, Lalo Schifrin.
Yeah.
It's off the soundtrack to Dirty Harry, and I think it's called Scorpio's View. But it's one of them, you listen to it and you can hear the inspiration I've had over the years with it. It's just a weird tune, weird sounds, and then it's like this really gnarly drop. You know what I mean? And bear in mind, the Dirty Harry film was made, I think it was like a 70s film. It's just got that sound, man, and it's like, it's gritty, but it's got all them cool sounds in it as well.
Okay, so that was Scorpio's
View
by
Lalo Schifrin, taken from the Dirty Harry soundtrack.
Chosen by DJ Hazard. Can we
Yeah.
swap? Do you want to interview me?
Yeah.
Okay. No, let's not do that. Next time. All right, so this next little bit, Scott, aka DJ Hazard, is a few questions from... Don't read that. A few questions from fans.
Ooh. What about them?
You got loads.
Ooh.
Loads, but I've chosen 6 that I like.
Okay.
But also thank you to everybody that sent in a question to DJ Hazard. Do you want to thank everyone?
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Okay.
Well, I want to hear the questions first.
Okay. So first question is from Diesel MC.
Hold on. I am freezing. My house is freezing. This is why I'm
slippers?
doing this. But yeah, go on.
Okay, so from Diesel MC, he said, how many
Oh,
bricks...
not him.
Is he not a vibe?
I know him.
Okay, well, he's asked a good question then.
Yeah, go on.
He's asked, how many bricks did you throw to clarify that bricks don't roll? And that came up a few times, actually, questions of that calibre.
I'm trying to think where the name comes from, because I've had a lot of... there's been conspiracy theories over the years where I think it was... people have asked me why it's called that, and I can't remember. I think it's just because it rhymes.
Yeah.
But somebody did say to me once, is it because everybody's waveforms are flat like bricks and it means their track don't roll? What's his name? I can't can't remember his name, who asked me that.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, that's not what it is, but that's an excellent answer. Yeah. I said, no, but it's it just rhymes. So, and when you're making a track, you just quickly write a name. And it sticks.
That's a good
but
name.
there's no reason. But
so you didn't throw any bricks? I think that was the actual question.
It's obvious bricks don't roll. But some people have proved me wrong.
Really?
By sending me a picture of a brick in the shape of a football.
Yeah, because that would roll.
And then people throwing bricks and letting them roll, and but they don't really roll.
They don't really roll, no. Fabian, or Fabian, not sure, says, what's your least favourite tune that you've made?
Oh, I've got one.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention it, but there is one. And I'd be lying if I said something else, but you know, everybody's got a criminal record.
Yeah.
Right, that's my one. And I don't want to mention it.
Because you don't want to put people off?
No, I could tell you off camera, but I can't tell you now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do that later then.
But I've got loads of tunes that I don't like.
Max says, and this is a question that I don't personally understand, but here we go. What is your favourite plugins for drums processing?
I don't really use plugins much, but because I use hardware. But I do like the sound of the API stuff, which is, I think, Lindell Audio cloned the API stuff, and I do like the sound of that, so give that a go. It's on Plugin Alliance, I think it is. But yeah, generally I don't use plugins. I use hardware. Okay.
Max, I hope you're happy with that. Kai said, can I MC on one of your sets for 30 minutes? So I'm doing him a
Carry
favour.
on, download it off the internet.
Brilliant. Danny says, who are your top 3 favourite producers?
In drum and bass?
Both. Let's do 3 of both.
Well, people will just get offended if I say...
Okay, give us one person that you really rate in production.
Yeah, I'll give you some people off the top of my head who I like. Not generally the best, but these are all I can think of. Audio, Tyke, Noisy are all good.
Yeah, there you go, that's good. And then Kian says, what are your preferred socks on rave day? I need height, colour, thickness and technology, which I think is a really important question. Thank you, Kian, for your important
Whichever
question.
ones I get for Christmas.
Boom.
And they're normally
Sorted.
black, about that high.
Yeah. What, up the leg that high?
No.
I was going to say, that's quite high.
They're
Okay,
always
like that.
black. I wear the same socks everywhere. You know the ones you used to wear for school, them type looking ones.
Yeah, they're nice.
No one can argue with them.
You can't argue with that, no. The last thing that I'd like to ask you, Hazard, and sorry that this is a bit general, but I do end all of my interviews like this.
I'm married.
You're married?
I'm married.
Last but not least, do you have any general advice for up-and-coming artists? We've obviously given a lot to the up-and-coming artists in this episode, I think. But is there any last little nuggets of wisdom that if you could share with anyone wanting to get into D&B, what would you say?
Run. Nah, you just got to do your best you can do.
Yeah.
You know, you can be inspired by others, which is great. We all are. But you've also got to do the best you can do and try and make it your own. Stop copying because people will just look down on that. Whereas if you're inspired and then you create something that's along them lines because you like that sort of stuff, that's fine. But bootlegs, fuck's sake.
You're not a fan?
No.
That's
like me coming to your house and kicking the door off, going in your living room, move your furniture around and go, taking a picture and say, this is my house.
Yeah.
No, you don't do bootlegs.
That's it.
Bootlegs are for people who've got no ideas and they do bootlegs.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. And some people will hate it and they're like, no, but we're just paying homage to the tune. No, you're not. You're just wrecking somebody's tune that they've made that was good and you put it on that shit woke up tune.
Woke up. And we're ending with that. Brilliant. Thank you, DJ Hazard.
You're welcome.
We can warm up with a nice cup of tea. Yes, Hazard, coming in with those cold, hard facts. Unfiltered, honest and hilarious. I love him. One of the Underground's best producers. Big love to Scott for having us up to the Midlands for a cup of tea and some donuts. It was lovely. Thank you. Big up. Okay then, are you ready to continue? D&B heads, D&B radio lovers and everybody in between. Now, I took inspiration from Scott. On this throwback today, we're taking it back to 2012, an incredible era, in my opinion, in drum and bass. This track was essentially the birth of the foghorn, to put it bluntly. Big producers like Benny L, who carried this sound, praise Tyke for this track and how influential it was to their music. It really did set the tone for a huge stylistic movement in D&B. And it's a banger. Check this out. This is Tyke with Buzzards.
noticed them before. It's crazy, I didn't know buzzards fly at night.
Hey, this is Boo.
Hey, this is Kairos.
This is Mosey, and you are listening to Drum and Bass Radio on Spotify. Big up.
Now I think I'm ready, yeah. Now I think I'm ready, ready, yeah. Now I think I'm ready, yeah. I'm hoping for a memory that stokes the flames, a fuel to burn, something to change. It's time for looking forward. I can't go back. And out here in the open, it's too big to contain. Oh, but will it be all we need to finally see? Will it be? Everything is possible, maybe. Oh, maybe. Will it be all you need to finally see? That everything is possible with me.
We are feeling good today, aren't we? What a vibe. SOLAH, Everything is Possible, the delicious Marky and Makoto remix taken off Hospital Records 500, which is exactly what it says on the tin. It is their 500th release. Big up to Hospital Records for just putting out some incredible music. We bloody love ya. All right, track of the day up next from Funktional and DRS. Now this one really jumped out at me this week. DRS is, as always, on point with his lyrics and his messaging, homing in on social media and the huge effect that it's having on all of our lives. And Funktional continues to just show us why he is one of the most interesting and incredible up-and-coming producers rising through the scene right now. There's real depth in this one. I hope it resonates with you just like it did with me. This is Funktional and DRS with Poison Seas, our track of the day on Drum and Bass Radio, episode number 60.
You spend your days taking pictures of yourself, trying to make each image look like you didn't take it. Typing LOL, not even smiling, your face is vacant, but who am I to tell you different? I do the same thing. Is anything changing apart from everything? They record the evidence, added to the story with some carefully scripted sentences. You to getting sentences for making online references, a criminal activity. Vlad TV, your preferences, influencers, relevance, irrelevant, and who's the influencees? And do they influence me by me so adamantly claiming not to be influenced? You know how the saying goes, it's no coincidence. Got the world seeing red from all the shit it's being fed. Saving pictures from our travels, post it when our Insta's dead. See the world in infrared, patience wearing thin again, I sink again. Feel the pressure building up, I'm almost at the brink and then take a breath, pleading to the absent referee. Maybe all these aspirations gonna be the death of me. I just wanna set you free and champion herbal remedies and make our lives from enemies. Don't care if they remember me, I know I've been a general, well generally always make sure it's never I, instead of we. Regimented centipede with heavy feet that never met the surface of the hurt inside the remedy. The enemy, face inside the looking glass, looking back, what you think you're looking at? Unrecognizable anxiety disguised in no bubbling over cooking fat. What is it you're running from? Maybe there's no coming back.
the poison bleeds.
Freedom don't come for free, and we just can't breathe in these poison seas. If there's reason to run from here, if things become clear, when the poison bleeds.
Join our crew and stay up to date by hitting the follow button so you can keep up to date with every episode and be notified when the next episode is released.
The GLXY boys making all of our dreams come true, teaming up with Zoe Capri, who we've seen working with Hugh Hardy, Motive. She's also been on her own thing, making some really beautiful, soulful bits. I like her. She's super talented. So today we don't have a question for you. We don't, it's not a thing. We just want you to shout out your raving buddies, the pals that you made it to 5 a.m. with on multiple occasions, the friends that are main characters in your weirdest and most wonderful memories of the rave. This one is for those guys. They're a very special breed, you know. Go show them some love. Okie dokie, we are rolling out with this next one, level 2 incoming. Now he has been making noises since 2008, which I love, and this one just gives me proper, intimate, sweaty club vibes. We love it. Are you ready? Let's do it. This is Bali High.
Hey, this is Charlie Bricks, and you're listening to D&B Radio.
please make sure to hit that follow button to stay updated on our latest episodes.
Oi, now that's big. A stance and janks with no smoke. All right, you know what time it is. It's time for Raver Appreciation Time. Let's go. Hello to my email crew. Big up Ted, who says, "Hi Laurie, loving the show. Been listening for the last 2 years and I've loved every release. Just wanted to give a massive shout out to my two mates, Jake and Amara, who I know will be listening all the way in Tokyo studying on their placement year. Hope to see you guys soon and reunite the whole crew." Yeah, sounds great, Ted. And big up Jake and Amara. Hello to Connor George, who says, "Haha, heard on the latest episode the question about the weird food combo. Immediately thought of my housemate, Paul Moe, who is also a big fan of the show. Love to hear it. He often snacks on potato waffles, peanut butter and strawberry jam. Am I in the wrong for thinking this is a mad combo? I don't know, I love potato waffles. It sounds fruity, but it does also sound like it would work. I like it, Paul. Big up. And lots of love to you, Connor, for getting in touch." Lots of people getting in touch this week. I like it. Hello to my Insta crew. John Sanders says, I'm a metalhead American out in Melbourne, Australia. I effing love D&B. I'm listening to all of your podcasts from the beginning. I'm currently on episode 6, hearing Shellers along the way. I love it. I also watched the D&B All Stars 360 sets on YouTube. So far, my favourite set is Kelvin 373, but I love them all. Never stop. D&B rules. I love that, John. Big up. Hello to my YouTube crew. Yes, we're now on YouTube, which means we have shout outs from our YouTube crew, of course. Hello to Gunther, who says he's listening on his way home from work. Hello to Nicholas, who says exactly the same thing. He's listening on his way home from work, installing floors in the woods of Northern California. I like it, Nicholas. Hello to Bushwick Bill, who says listening from Strong Style MMA, Cleveland, #everyday junglist. Yes, Bushwick, every single day, that's what we do. And last but by no means least, hello to Crystal Sun, who says so much love from Arizona in the States. Thank you. Drum and bass is life. Yes, Crystal, I'm totally on board with that. Drum and bass is life. We have just 2 tracks to go. Incoming next, we're heading over to the Viper Camp. Yes, we are. Echo and Sidetrack, 2 wicked producers, Australian brothers that have just absolutely smashed it recently. This one is the second look we have at their brand new incoming album, which sounds beastie. And this is it's a bit of a bop. This is No Good For Me.
Yes, people, it's Don Martin here, and right about now you're locked into the sounds of Laurie Charlesworth. No, that doesn't sound right.
I park it on the lawn. I let her meet my tongue. She blew up like a bomb. She blew up like a bomb. She blew up like a bomb. I let her meet my tongue. She blew up like a bomb. She blew up like a bomb. She blew up like a bomb. The 458 Ferrari, I park it on the lawn. I let her meet my tongue. She blew up bomb. She blew up like a bomb. She blew up like a bomb. I let her meet my tongue. She blew up like a bomb. She blew up like a bomb. She blew up like a bomb. The 458 Ferrari, I park it on the lawn. I let her meet my tongue. She blew up like a bomb. I park it on the lawn. I let her meet my tongue. She blew up like a bomb. She blew up like a bomb. She blew up like a bomb. I let her meet my tongue. She blew up like a bomb. She blew up like a bomb. She blew up like a bomb. The 458 Ferrari, I park it on the lawn. I let her meet my tongue. She blew up bomb. She blew up like a bomb. She blew up like a bomb. I let her meet my tongue. She blew up like a bomb. She blew up like a bomb. She blew up like a bomb. The 458 Ferrari, I park it on the lawn. I let her meet my tongue. She blew up like a bomb.
Ending the show in the best way possible. We're taking it back to 2017. That was Upgrade with Blow. Alright, and that's it. Huge amounts of love once again to my all-time favourite DJ of all time ever, Mr. DJ Hazard. I'm so honoured to have him on Drum and Bass Radio. I really, really am. Now remember, we're now on YouTube, so if you want to go and watch the full DJ Hazard interview in its entirety, head over to the D&B All Stars YouTube page and enjoy. My name's Laurie. Thank you as always for listening and supporting Drum and Bass Radio. I really appreciate it, and I love the community that we've created through this show. I love it. All right, we will be back in 2 weeks' time doing this all again, trust me. But in the meantime, go and have fun, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you then.
Hey, this is Danny Bird.
Hey, this is Boo.
Guys, a little sound here.
Hey, yo, you know it is. It's your boy X-Man. You're locked into Drum and Bass Radio.
This is Mosey.
This is SOLAH.
This is DJ Hi. You're listening to the great Laurie Charlesworth on Drum and Bass Radio. Keep it locked.